Like, how did I miss this? Ugh. It's me. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about is pretty straightforward. It's a simple shortcut, but it's one of those ones where I just kind of smacked myself on the forehead for not realizing it earlier. We're talking about the use of the shift key in the rack. Oh, before we get into this, if you can just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. If there's something you want me to go over in reason, holler at your boy in the comments. Let's get into it. If you take a mix channel, we have a mix channel here, and an effect. Let me flip the rack by pressing tab and then drag this effect on, and it auto routes. Straightforward. That works like any other DAW. You drag the effect onto the channel. If I drag the channel onto if I drag the effect onto the channel and hold shift first, it doesn't auto route. Comes in totally straightforward. Comes in handy sometimes when you're doing crazy routing. That's all you need to know for now. Okay, so I think most of us knew that, but I didn't really myself understand the depth of the shift key until now. So let me show you really quick other uses for it that are complete and total time savers. So if we take this mix channel, and put two effects on it, we just drag two effects on it, they auto route. A situation you find yourself in a lot is you have a long chain of effects and you just want to like move one effect to be above another. So sometimes in the past, I would actually be routing that. I would, let me put a third effect on here so to make things a little bit more complicated. Go. In the past, I would be routing stuff. In order to move this up here, I would like take the output of that off and do this and move this here. Whoops, I didn't do that right. So you can see how annoying this is. This goes here, this goes here, this goes here. I would do that all the time, and takes a lot of time. And when you want to try stuff all over the place, it's super annoying. So the shift key comes in handy for that, and I did not know that before. You can take this sweeper device, for instance. If you move it up without holding the shift key, it doesn't auto route. So its output is not going to the next device. It's going here. It should be going here to the next device. So I'll move it back down. But if I wanted to move it to above the alligator and I held shift, boom, it auto routes. Huge. So now you can try stuff in different orders. Sometimes it would be annoying that I couldn't just, drag the effects in a different order the way I wanted to, like I could in a traditional DAW. And now I can. So all the functionality of a traditional DAW, but all the extreme routing capabilities of Reason. And yeah, so you don't have to sacrifice a bunch of time if you don't want to. So super handy. The other place that shift comes in handy is, let's say you have another mix channel. You got two instruments, they're similar instruments, and you want them to have the same processing. If you copy these devices, I held shift just to select the lot of them. If you copy, I'll flip this around so you can see the back, and paste, it doesn't auto route to the channel. It keeps these routed to themselves because they're one unit that you copied, but nothing's routed here and nothing's routed here. Well, shift solves that. So it turns out like shift is like a modifier in the rack that makes the auto routing in the rack behave in the opposite manner than it normally would. So in the case of dragging an effect on, you hold shift because it would normally auto route. You hold shift, it doesn't. It does the opposite. So in this case, if I paste this, it thinks you don't want to route them. So if I hold shift before hitting paste, it'll think you do want to route them, the opposite. Boom, so now they're routed. So now copy and pasting effects from channel to channel works the same as any other DAW in that straightforward, just copy them right over kind of way. Or if you want to get crazy in the rack, you can. Huge time saver. Really kind of bridged the gap for me with Reason and other DAWs. Sometimes, again, I felt like this is great, but it's cumbersome in the rack. And now I don't have any of those feelings. So yeah, if you didn't know this one, I just opened the game for you for sure, or at least saved you a bunch of time. Yeah.